Within the next few hours, the value of your XRP is going to reach $29.19. $1 billion is anticipated to be added to the XRP ledger within the next 24 hours as a result of a collaboration between Ripple Labs and Arium Equity. I have the ability to say this because the news has just arrived. To put it simply, the XRP ledger is going to be tokenized and debt-funded with this $1 billion. Because these institutions are now purchasing XRP, this will immediately cause a supply shock in the ledger that records XRP transactions, in order to create a duplicate of their assets within the XRP ledger. At this point, the most absurd aspect of the situation is that Ripple Labs was successful in having the lawsuit dismissed, and this is just the beginning. They have only 18 days left to appeal the decision that has been made against them, and it is about to be rejected. It would appear that they are nearing the end of their employment because they failed to submit the required form that they ought to have done. Unbelievably, this is a real thing that is happening. In spite of the fact that we live in a crazy world, this is bullish, guys. It is clear from the charts that this is a positive sign. The Bank of America, which is a subsidiary of the Bank of the United States, has also begun accepting XRP as a form of payment. This is not the only piece of news that has been reported. The Kurdish news channel informed us today that XRP could reach $29.19 within the next few hours, which is something you probably didn't think would happen. You didn't think things would get this crazy. It goes without saying that before we get to the content for today we just told you about, we are providing XRP at no cost to anyone. Additionally, we have reached the incredible milestone of 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely insane. We had no idea that we would actually make it this far, but we have. I would like to express my gratitude once more for clicking that subscribe button. Remember to do it once more, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms that are worth following. Now that everything has been taken care of, let's get started with the episode and video for today. What is going on here, guys? Ripple Labs was the sole defendant in the lawsuit that was filed against the company, according to Global Banker, which just informed the general public. In order to buy time, Swift wanted to create a fake XRP ledger and, as a result, a fake XRP that could be used for payments. Swift, however, is attempting to convince Ripple Labs to grant them permission to use the XRP ledger technology now that the lawsuit has been resolved. You begin by attempting to defeat them, and if you are unsuccessful, you join them. Swift is attempting to accomplish the same thing at the same time with XRP. For this reason, an increasing number of financial institutions, including Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and even Grayscale, are attempting to get involved with XRP. For instance, Grayscale is attempting to apply for or has already applied for an exchange-traded fund ETF that invests in XRP, and Goldman Sachs is participating in a similar endeavor. We talked about how Wells Fargo and JP Morgan made a public announcement a couple of weeks ago that they intend to use XRP and accept it as a form of payment using the cryptocurrency. There is no way to do this. It's for each and every one of their credits, loans, and mortgages that they have. You read that correctly. This is a different level. In light of the fact that this is completely absurd, I will now play this video for you. Let's watch the video a little bit now. The United States government also filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs for something that was not true, for the sole purpose of slowing down their movement, David. This group of individuals is simply putting things off. All they are doing is taking things at a slower pace. However, the bankers are not yet prepared. They are not ready for it all. In spite of the fact that I am going to say something daring, it will only be in my native tongue. When it comes to murder and fraud, the bankers are experts. They are not skilled in the creation of software. Consider the murder and subsequent replacement of Neil Cannon, which is just one example among many others. Back then, he was completely obsessed with the old bonds and gold. They were responsible for the death of a person. According to a source of mine, they were responsible for the death of a close friend of his who was located in Europe. It was very frightening for my friend. XRP and Ripple Labs were sued by the banksters in order to buy time. The banksters' intention was not so much to stop them as it was to, well, there are two reasons for this. One of the goals was to decrease the rate of expansion of Ripple Labs, but this plan was unsuccessful because they are still operating. The other reason is to buy time for the bankers to use the intellectual property to create something that is comparable to Ripple. This would allow them to say, we have our own Ripple. We don't need yours, but they were unsuccessful in doing so. What these individuals are saying right now is, we require your Ripple. There is going to be a deal that we make with you. A timetable is going to be created for us. This will take between 18 and 24 months. We are in possession of a span. We are in agreement with the time. It demonstrates that the bankers were unsuccessful in their attempt to develop a system similar to XRP. And Reggie Middleton was also unsuccessful in the same way. They were unable to create the fundamental components that are necessary for digital financial systems such as stock markets, bond markets, and banks and other financial institutions. Exactly that is the whole story. The fact that the price has returned to $29.90 per XRP is unquestionably a positive sign for the market. This portion of the video is the most enjoyable. The value of each XRP is $29.90 now. The upcoming entry of $1 billion into the XRP ledger will make Ripple a truly global cryptocurrency. The United States of America Bank is, in fact, accepting XRP, along with all the other positive news. On the other hand, there is one more significant matter that I would like to discuss, and that is the rumored incorporation of the XRP ledger into MetaMask. It is very important to note this because, once again, the supply shock was the factor that caused the price of XRP to increase. You are all aware that when we discuss XRP, we are discussing the potential applications of this cryptocurrency, right? What causes the price of XRP to increase, after all is said and done? An enormous demand or a scarcity of supply are the two primary factors. Simply put, they are virtually identical. On the other hand, you are aware that when there is a high demand, there is also a lower supply. That is to say, what we are witnessing here is a massive supply shock that has the potential to occur within the next few hours. Because 30 million people are now able to do so, it is possible that all of this will occur simultaneously. Integrating, viewing the XRP ledger, and even purchasing XRP after the integration has been completed in order to participate in the XRP ledger. Because of this, there will be widespread adoption found all over the world. It is imperative that we do not forget what Arthur Britta Ribbles, the co-founder of Ribbles, actually stated. XRP was intended to have a value of $10,000 and to be scalable on a global level in order to provide support for the 7.5 billion people located all over the world. Consequently, this indicates that it was designed to. In order for it to reach $10,000, however, it must first go through a supply shock. And that supply shock occurs when every single person on the planet decides to invest in XRP. The first step in the onboarding process is to familiarize oneself with the cryptocurrency community and the space in which it operates, as well as to become familiar with the XRP ledger. Following that, you apply it not only to the cryptocurrency industry, but also to the world of finance, taking it to a global scale of application. You intend to go into retail in the end, and it will eventually develop into a global system in which everyone shops. The XRP ledger and tokens are currently being constructed and utilized by individuals in the business world as well as by the government. I believe that this is the direction that we are going, which is why I do not believe that the price prediction of $20.19 is that outlandish. Certainly, this is the topic that we are discussing. As co-founders of the British Invitations, we are aware of the